All right, last question, okay?
You said that 20 questions ago, Panda.
All right. You just like a fountain of knowledge, okay? I'm just,
Listen, I'm not going nowhere. We could do another time, but all right, let's go.
How do you feel about all these interviews that Latin Kings are doing these days?
As far as interviews, as far as what? You mean podcast? Or
Yeah, like putting on YouTube. Like I know you have had to seen some of them, right? Like
a lot of them are full of shit.
really?
Yeah. Some of the ones that I've seen is some of them are just doing it for trying to get monetized, and make money off of it. Some of the stories don't make sense. Some of the timelines don't make sense. Some of the dudes I never seen a day in my fucking life. So
That's a dangerous thing to do, bro. Like that's violation, right?
yeah, but see, the problem is that a lot of these dudes slip through the cracks. Some dudes don't even be around. So, you know, you go to my page or wherever, you see, I'll be in a picture with 50 of them or 30 of them or whatever. Like I go to events here and there. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just don't like the bullshit. Like if you're gonna do something, be real about it. Then I see a lot of these dudes using the King's names, like, oh, they drug addicts, they this, they that. That's because you ain't bump into the right one. Like I seen some podcasts with some informant ass mob nigga, whatever. He's a turncoat mobster, whatever, talking shit. Oh, this dude was this was motherfucker. You a fucking rat, and you talking shit about other people. You fucking informant. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. It's like I don't know, bro. I know you're talking about specific ones. I'm not gonna touch on specific ones.
No. I'm not trying to name specific ones. I just want to know how you feel overall about
If they got a
how.
positive message, I don't have a problem with it. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like doing this stuff. You know what I mean? When I did the Queen's Flip one, I did it because I felt there was a narrative that was being pushed that wasn't accurate, and I felt like somebody it wasn't even me. I got pushed into it by, bro, a lot of people from a lot of different places, was reaching out to me to do it. And
But you guys were like the first, almost like you inspired a whole bunch of people to start doing it, though. Don't you think so?
yeah, I do. I definitely do. I mean, I got asked to be on several different podcasts, and a lot of people did it. You know what it was, though? I didn't want to push that message, you know what I mean? Because it was a war that happened 30 years ago. Why are we still pushing that narrative? You know what I'm saying? If we want to talk about what we're doing now, cool. But to keep beating a dead horse and going backwards, some of us have real bonds and real relationships with individuals that were part of that at one point, and then why keep bringing up the past? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that, and plus, certain people bring up things that could affect uh, a war popping off in jail behind somebody's stupidity or somebody's nonsense on a YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Like if I go up here and I be like, oh, tell all them to do this and that, and that it depends who sees it, but it could spark a whole different chain of events. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I have nothing against somebody trying to better themselves or trying to. If you're telling stories for entertainment purposes, let it be known that it's for entertainment purposes. Cool. But if you're trying to really like empower the youth and steer the youth, like there's certain brothers like Blame that works for 914 United, and there's different brothers that's working for different programs that's actually taking time out, volunteering, and doing different things to better these kids that are going down the wrong path. By all means, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to use a channel as a platform to try to do that. But a lot of these dudes, bro, they was nobodies. They continue to be a nobody, and they act like they somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm better than anybody or I'm somebody, but dude, nobody knows you. Nobody heard of you. Like, what story you telling? Like, I see mad different dudes. Oh, they told me to do this. You got to get jumped in. Ain't nobody get jumped in to be no fucking king. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all be making up stories, bro. That they pimp out sisters, nigga. It's just, you know what I mean? I just get so aggravated sometimes that I don't have the patience to sit there and just watch some of this stuff. Like I seen some of the stuff. Like there was a story that some dude was talking about one time. And I'm like, yo, he talking about a story where I was present, and I don't know that dude. So when I start seeing things like that, is when I was like, you know what? It's time for me to just stay in the cut and not even acknowledge it, because I got a bad habit. Like you know, I start, and once I start, it's hard for me to, you know what I mean? I'd rather not even get into it, you know what I mean? So I said I don't like shitting on people. Unless I got paperwork on you, unless I got the paperwork on you that you a rat, I don't want to talk about it, bro. I don't want to even, there's certain things that, I got a lot of bros I got brosins in jail that are innocent because of rats right now. Like, I'm being 100% innocent. That they came up with a story to give the government for them to get out of their crimes to put them in prison. You know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? For you to actually take somebody away from their mother, from their kids, from their wives, some of these people never gonna see those family members again because they're gonna pass away while you in prison. There's nothing you could do. And some of them was innocent. You know what I mean? Like, just because you a piece of shit, you did dirt and you can't handle your water. That's why, bro.
Yeah, because I see a lot of those stories where that like from former members, and they say like, "Oh, this happened, and I had to leave because of this," and then you see people talk about it in the comments that, "Oh, I'm a former member too," and this that. So like, I feel like it must make you feel a certain type of way to see that.
I mean, you know what it is. Look, certain people are they need something to talk about, so they'll run around and be like, "Oh, I was a member." Okay, you was a member, but what did you do? What did you do? I'm not talking about putting in work. We're not talking about doing nothing illegal. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about, what did you do? What did you actually do for the family? Did you protect people in prison? Did you hold them down? Did you send money to people in prison? Did you go visit them? Did you go to youth programs and try to teach the kids not to follow your footsteps? It's like, what do you really do? Oh, I was down. Okay, but what did you do? What did you do? Oh, I banged out. I did this. Really? You wasn't putting in too much work because I ain't see you go to jail. Oh, you just one of those guys that just put in work and miraculously never get arrested. Yeah, we know. Or the dudes that want to be hypocrites and say they do this, they do that. Bro, listen, everybody right now, the way I look at society, everybody's for a dollar right now. That's why we got no workforce. Everybody's trying to find a gimmick to make money. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know. I get lost sometimes. I know your question goes one way and I go a different way, but
No, no, no. I get you, and I think that
I just
what you're saying.
frustrated. It might sound like I'm sour. I am kind of sour with a lot of different things, bro. Because it's like, bro, if you're gonna do something and you're gonna risk your freedom, make it count. You know what I'm saying? Make it count. Make it count. Makes things count. Like, all this, you want to go gang bang against your own kind, against your own people. Like, shit don't be making sense no more. This shit don't. It ain't like they fighting for a cause anymore. It's different when we was fighting for a cause. There is no cause. What's the cause now? Like, break down the cause of what are we fighting for as a people. And I'm not talking about the Land Kings. I'm talking about in general as a people. What? You know what I mean? Everybody forgot. Like, you remember back in the days, everybody used to have the Puerto Rican rallies or the Dominican rallies to bring nation awareness, and it's like a lot of things is different now. Now it's getting political, which is on a different level with the politics overseas and all that stuff. But I don't know, man. I'm just like, I don't know. I think I just got lost again, and I'm.
I think though, bro, like the problem is that with monetized content now, a lot of people will say things and do things that wasn't acceptable before.
That's the right words for it. Nah, a lot of this shit is fantasy land, bro. Like, bro, I sit there and I look at certain dudes and I'm like, I don't fucking know you. Where was you? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you been? It's hard to say, like, look, like, for instance, there's certain faces in the Kings, no matter what, you've seen them. Whether you know him or not, you've seen him. But these dudes that put themselves into these places and nobody knows them, like, where the fuck you been? Who are you? I ain't see you. Where I know you from? Where's your bloodline? Where's your literature? Where's your lineage? Where you come from? And they coming out with these wild stories, and these are the stories that's causing a lot of consequence to a lot of people, because it'll be a member that really was a member, that was really involved, and he's pillow talking. He's either pillow talking to his wife, or he's talking to neighbors, or he's talking to somebody, and somebody's taking that story now and changing it to his thing, and then they change it to this thing, and next thing you know, the finger gets pointed at this kid. This kid gets indicted. He don't know what's going on because this person, you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's
Right.
like there was just an indictment that just went down, right? And I raised a lot of those dudes that got indicted. Like, you know what I mean? Not raised them, like physically raised them, but I seen them grow up in the nation from when they were like kids, 15, 16, you know what I'm saying? Now they grown men in their 30s, you know what I mean? And I know for a fact there's one of them there that's innocent. He got life. He got life. He blew trial. He got life. And the witnesses were all lying. They all got together, gave a version. They knew what happened, but they heard what happened, so they put a version together. Dudes that he never even met was saying that he told them personally that he did this, he did that. Got on the stand and testified and want to act like gangsters. And this fucking kid is fucking innocent. Like, everybody knows it wasn't him. Everybody. Like, it was even on video. But, nobody's going to come out and, show the video to convict somebody else or do whatever. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, it's fucked up how somebody could take your life away. That's why I'm like, I'm disgusted with society, the way everybody runs around like tough guys. And, bro, I don't want problems with nobody. So whoever sees this, I don't want problems with nobody. I'm good.